Oh man, in this video, I'm gonna tell you how a lifer in prison used gangsta rap music to justify doing wrong. Right after the intro. Oh man, what's the business for Marquise? Serial author, empowerment speaker, activist, agent of change, man. And welcome to our OVF, Overstanding Fridays, where I am reading a segment of my book, Overstanding, a comprehensive look at gangster rap, its subgenres, and their effects on our generation. Make sure you check it out below. So, alright, man, as you've seen in the opening, this is an armed robbery, man. Armed robbery of a convenience store. Man, that's a job I ain't never had and ain't gonna never have. I truly got the utmost respect for them because clearly they be going through hell, man, like real talk. So, again, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading and then I'm gonna break down the video. Of course, we gotta see the video. So I'm gonna start reading and I'm gonna break down the video after we watch it. Again, this is from my book, Overstanding, where I did interview a guy, a brother that's currently serving 2 life sentences and more. I became indoctrinated. So what I'm doing basically in the book, I'm asking him questions, you know what I'm saying, for him to answer. And again, this from a stand-up dude in the streets, you know what I'm saying, true gangster, hard head, hate to say all that stuff. Blessed brother, you know, very intelligent, you know what I'm saying, a lot of swag, a lot of charisma, good dude at heart, but, you know, how things go. I became indoctrinated. The music only accelerated my involvement with the streets. Listen to what this man telling you. I used it to justify my wrongdoing. Drilling music in my head that made me believe that drugs and violence was the only way. Do you hear what this brother is saying? Again, this is a man that's currently serving 2 life sentences as we speaking. 2 life sentences and more for for crimes that he committed or what have you, you know. So this is him telling his point of view. Again, this was a real dude, stay solid, you know, according to the street code and all that. I get it. I'm just saying, you know, stay solid, true G, stand on his morals and principles and all that. But this is what he was sharing. This is what he was sharing from his perspective. I became indoctrinated. The music only accelerated, that means sped up my involvement with the streets. I used it to justify my wrongdoing. That's powerful, man. Why people keep acting like this stuff ain't real? This is a man who's telling you, I used it to justify my wrongdoing. Drilling music into my head that made me believe that drugs and violence was the only way. Then he said music also affected my relationship with women. I'll go ahead and read the rest. That's very powerful. Because I know I grew up happy with the 3 6 Mafia and all that. The way they talked about women, treated women in the music and, you know, I mean, heavy, you know what I'm saying? Music also affected my relationship with women. But rap can be educational. I've learned a lot about survival in the streets from the music. Hearing all of these stories about violence and betrayal were cautionary tales. So you can see some benefit according to the lifestyle that he was living. The music can also be therapeutic. We can all think of songs that tell our story and find comfort in knowing that we're not alone in our struggles, our fears, and insecurities, as well as our desires and aspirations. So I appreciate him keeping it real. All right, let's check out the video. Alright, so as you can see in the video, these young dudes that ran up in the store, up them guns, and robbed it. So, I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, again, my story, I was raised good with the streets bad. I came up with morals and all that. Did come from some dysfunction as well. But I was blessed. I was blessed to know both of my parents and the whole nine. They were divorced, and I lived between two households. Had addicts in my family. Some of my family members did go to prison. I went to visit them. So, I know about this stuff. Jumped out the porch as a teen, was actually in the streets, got into drugs later, you know what I'm saying? But been using alcohol, been using weed and pills and getting high and, many females. So, and then, really got into some other stuff. I do know exactly what that life is about. Literally been there and all that, you know what I'm saying? So, I know what this stuff is about. I know what it's like to be in real world situations. I know what it's like to be shot at and to, you know what I'm saying? I know about all that. I've been there, I've done that. So when I see stuff like that, I ain't just speaking from some guy who don't know what's going on. I ran with the killers. I ran with the head busters, the dudes that put in work. And, of course I'm being careful with what I'm saying also. But in all reality, I know what this life is like, what it's about, and what it leads to. So I see these young dudes. Well, when I seen COVID happen and people was wearing masks, I'm like, bro, you can actually walk around like, man, this is a robber's dream. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about the street life and being in that world. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple different aspects, and people play different roles. You got the shooters, where these dudes, they probably hustle, get their money and all that. But one of their main activities, I hate to say it like that, but one of their main activities out there is busting guns, putting in that work with that iron, slanging iron, shooting at people. You know what I'm saying? Shooting at people, shooting people, killing people. That's just the identity that they've taken on. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the people that just knuckle up. Like, they ain't really about busting no guns and slanging iron, but like they rumble, they got the knuckle game tough, Bam. Then you got the straight hustlers, like they carry iron to protect themselves. They stay strapped, but they ain't really trying to be shooting people and shooting at people and all that. They really out there rather get that money, get that bag. Then you got the player type dudes who really just, again, people keep guns for protection. I get it, you feel me? But then you got the players who just, bro, stay with the chicks, stay with the female, stay with a female, you know what I'm saying, and into all that. Then you got the people that scamming and finessing, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really doing all that, but they jugging. You know what I'm saying? They're finessing. And then jugging is also robbing too. So, different lingo, different places. So everybody got their different, activity out there in the streets. But so when you see stuff like this, my heart goes out to them though, because look at this little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Armed robbery is a life-changing situation. One, if you get caught, you're looking at some time. You know what I'm saying? First offense, I don't know. A couple years, at least 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I don't know, depending on the situation. And I could be wrong on that. I ain't been in no trouble in many, many years, and some stuff I just don't even remember. It is what it is. But armed robbery gonna give you some time, period. It's considered a violent crime. So you got these guys, they running up in there with the pistols out. They may or may not have bullets. I don't know them. I don't know what they got going on. Some people be flexing and flogging, and some people really, it go down. So they go in there, they got the guns. They look like they got, man, a little bit of money, man, because these stores, they know about robberies and situations. So, a lot of that stuff be in the safe and be, rigged up. So it ain't like they really be walking away with stacks and stacks and stacks. So at the end of the day, I get it, man. I know what survival is like, but it's like you truly, literally risking your life for like $100, bro, like $200. And to keep it so real, with you. Because, man, look, I ain't got to keep saying I've been out there and all that. You believe me, you don't, it is what it is. But, like, when you live in that life, a lot of times, from the people that I done been around, a lot of them ain't really thinking about the future. Like, all right, boom, I got this 200. Let me see if my people give me a quarter of hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk a quarter hard, 7 grams of some hard, some crack. You know what I'm saying? We call it hard, we call it flav, we call it yak. You know what I'm saying? In Richmond, I'm from the Virginia. So let me see if homeboy, I got 200. maybe I can borrow 50 from my people, or bro, you got 50, I can scrounge up $50. You know, this was many years ago. Bro might get a quarter for $2.50, chop it up, sell it, make at least $6.50. You know what I'm saying? Get them a half and just keep going like that. A lot of times it don't even go like that. People be having habits, so now they're going to get weed or going to get some food or tricking it up with some females, going to get weed and smoke with them or get a hotel. So you done blew through your money. So here it is, you might have literally caught a charge and went to prison for $200. Or what if the dude grabbed the pistol as soon as they running out? What if he grabbed the pistol, boom, boom, boom? He let off a few, bam, dude get hit in the shoulder, the arm, the back, catch one in the spine, and he just crumbled. All of that could have happened for $200. $200, man. So this is why my message is so important. Me and the other brothers and sisters that's telling the truth about this stuff, man. Look, it's only a few ways this thing gonna end up. Death, jail, hospital, paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people do make it out. But sometimes they do time and then make it out. You know, what is it that these brothers, you know, it's so much legit money out here now. We got phones, people as content creators, people doing drop shipping, people gotta be, these brothers and sisters gotta be willing to expand their minds. And I know it can be easier said than done. That's why I'm doing this content. And I need you to, first of all, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And share this with a young brother or sister that you know out here that's really wilding, man. You know what I'm saying? I know when you've been shot at, it's easy to call truce. I know when you've been shot or your people have been killed, it's not easy to call a truce and put the guns down. People is beefing, and I get that, man. And that's another thing. I'm about to bring this to a close. I'm going to start truly incorporating more of my spirituality and my faith into that. That's what I've been feeling God telling me to do. Because a lot of time in jive, you know, I sprinkle a little, because one, it is who I am, but, you know, I sprinkle a little bit because I'm kind of segmenting my content. But at the end of the day, I know this to be true. I believe in the God of the Bible. All this, the white man wrote it and all this and that, like, bro, like, I get all that, been there, heard all that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm talking about true spiritual transformation. Not just myself, some of these hardheads, these gangsters and killers that I ran with, giving their life to Christ and start living a different life and things of that nature. So I'm talking about the transformational power of prayer and praying for these people and really just teaching y'all some of the spiritual aspects and insights of the stuff that I'm seeing. It's the greed in man's heart. It is the love of money that's the root of all evil, not money itself. Money is a tool. It's the instrument. The Bible also say that money answers all things on the earth. You feel me? So I'm going to be really switching up the way that I'm doing this to really start pouring that spiritual truth and let the Holy Spirit, man, yes, I'm going all the way there. Let the Holy Spirit of God convict people's heart and prick their hearts to turn away from their wrongs. I did wrong out there, but I repented. I turned away from those wrongdoings, and now I seek to empower the community and the people that God put in my life to impact for His glory, man, and for the salvation of their souls. Because you don't want to be in them jails for months and a year, 2 years, and get shipped out to the penitentiary and prison and all that. You ain't trying to be in there. You know what I'm saying? For this little bit of money, when you got so much gift, so many gifts, so much talent, so much greatness inside of you. And this ain't no cap, this ain't no cliche. I'm a young dude, man. I've been out there. I know the OGs. I know some of these dudes that did this, did that, ran that, and all that. Know about these, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much more to life than that, man. It's so much more to life than that. So you connect with me, you resonate with me, bless God, man. Let's do this. I love you. It's your foe, Marquise. Check out the shirt, Think Different, Live Different below. You can also check out the Lord Save My City shirts and the Overstanding books and all that, man. You already know what time it is. If you think different, you gonna live different. Any questions? God bless.